let's discuss the cosine rule. So what is the cosine rule? This is again a rule which will apply on the triangles which are not right angle triangles, right? So what is this rule? Let's take a triangle, again, which is not a right angle triangle, and we have marked the vertices with capital letters, right? And we have marked the sides, for example, we have marked the sides with small letters. The side opposite to vertex A is marked with small a. The side opposite to vertex B, or you can say opposite to angle B, is small b. And the side opposite to vertex C or opposite to angle C is small c, right? So what is a cosine rule? But please remember that in a cosine rule, you would be given 99% chances are you will be given only one angle, right? So just focus on that. What is the angle given, or you have to calculate the angle, right? So whatever angle is given, you have to take the opposite side as the subject, right? What do you mean by that? I'll show you. For example, let's say this angle is given to you in the question, right? In a triangle, and you marked with this angle. Either you have to find it or this is given. So the length which is opposite to this angle will be the subject in the cosine rule. So what does the cosine rule states? It states this length which is opposite to the given angle, square of this length is equal to the square of the other two sides, the sum of the squares of the other two sides. So b square plus c square minus 2 times bc, the product of these two lengths, into cos of the included angle between these two sides. Or you can say cos of the angle which is opposite to this length, right? So cos A. So that is what the cosine rule is. I'll just give you a quick recap. So how do you write a cosine rule? First, look for the given angle. Either it's given to you or you have to find it. In both ways, that angle is, being involved in the question. So the length which is opposite to that angle will be the subject. So let's say in this case, we can see if this angle is marked. So this length opposite to this angle will be the subject. So what does the cosine rule states? The square of this length, a square, is equal to b square plus c square minus 2 times the product of these two lengths, bc, cos A. And remember that, beta, this included angle is between these two lengths. So this whole comes as a package on the right hand side, right? So I hope this is clear. So I know what will be your next question. That, for example, if this side is given, if this angle is given, sorry. So if this angle is given, the cosine rule will be, you will make the length which is opposite to this angle the subject. So the formula will be b square is equal to c square plus a square, or you can write a square plus c square minus 2 times product of these two terms ac and cos of the included angle between these two sides. Cos of the included angle between these sides, which is b, right? And for example, if you are given this angle in a triangle, so what will be the cosine rule will be? So it will become c square is equal to a square plus b square minus 2 times AB, and cos of the included angle, it will become cos of C, right? So basically, beta, it is the same formula. I'm writing it again and again. If you get the concept, it's the same formula. So what you will see in the book, you will see this one journal formula. You will see this one journal formula, right? So the basic understanding is you need to understand how have you making A the subject and not B and not C. So why is A the subject? The reason is that the angle which is marked inside the triangle, right? So this length is opposite to this angle, right? So whatever the angle is given, so the length opposite to this angle will always be the subject. So that is the key, that is the starting point, and that is where the students get confused in this concept, that which side should they make the subject first, right? So I hope the rules are pretty clear. Let's take a look at some questions. Right, question number 1. So when you look at this question, so all the 3 lengths of a triangle are being involved in the question. 2 lengths are given and the third length you have to calculate, and an angle is given inside the triangle. So we cannot apply sine rule, right? So what is sine rule? Please go to the previous video and watch that video so that the concept is clear. So now we apply the cosine rule. Because cosine rule, you can see there is only one angle being involved in this, right? So we just need one angle. Either we can calculate that or it should be given in the question. So we'll apply the cosine rule. So as I've just said, that the length opposite to the angle is always the subject. So the formula is the same. So what is A? What is the value of this small a? That will be x. The length opposite to the angle, right? So we'll apply the formula, x square is equal to b square plus c square. So the other 2 lengths, b square plus c square minus 2 times, put a bracket. The product of these 2 lengths, the same lengths, 5 into 7, and cos of the included angle cos 60, right? And close the bracket. I hope this is absolutely clear. It's so simple. You just need to understand the concept. But remember that maths is all about learning concepts and building concepts and understanding concepts, right? So if you pick the concept, it's so simple. Any topic you can understand in 2-3 minutes, right? Okay, so again, pick up the calculator. You don't have to do anything else by yourself. So just use the calculator, because there's a lot of exam pressure. I always tell my students that please learn how to use a calculator, right? So let's see. So what is 5 square? Let's plug in the values. 25. What is 7 square? 49 minus 2 times. So what is this? 35 into 2, that is 70. So 70 into cos 60, right? So let's write the answer. So this is 25 plus 49 minus, we'll put a bracket here, 70 multiplied by cos of 60. And don't forget to close the bracket. And the answer is 39, right? So how do you find x square? How do you find x? Because this is the value of x square. You take square root on both sides. As a result, the square and square root gets cancelled. So x is square root of 39. And we'll just write the value to 3 decimal places. Sorry, 3 significant figures. If this question would have been about the angle, you had to find the angle. So all angles should be given to 1 decimal place, and all lengths should be given to 3 significant figures. So the answer is 6.245, right? So that is the length of x. I hope this is very simple, and let's look into the next question. Right, let's look into question number 2. So if you look at this question, again, all 3 sides of a triangle are being involved in the question, and you have to find an angle x. So you cannot apply sine rule. So we'll apply sine rule where all the 3 lengths are being involved in the question, right? So again, the same point. Which side would you take as the subject, right? So the length which is opposite to the angle. So it's very simple. 7 square is equal to 5 square plus c square plus 6 square minus 2 times the product of these 2 lengths, 5 into 6 into cos of the included angle, right? It's pretty simple, beta. So just simply use the calculator. The concept is done. You just have to now use the calculator properly. So this is 25 plus 36 minus 60. Just don't forget to put the bracket, because 2 will be multiplied inside the bracket. So 5 into 2 is 10 into 6, 60 cos x, right? So we know this is a value. 60 cos x is a value. So we take this value on the other side of the equation and we'll shift 49 on the right hand side of the equation so that you can take x the subject, you can make the angle the subject. So as a result, what you'll get is 60 cos x when you shift this on the left hand side of the equation and 49 to the right hand side. So 25 plus 36 and minus 49, right beta? So what is this? Let's again pick up the calculator and let's see what the answer is. So 25 plus 36, this is 61 minus 49. So this comes out to be 12. And we've been doing these questions now for a while. We know how to calculate angle x. So this 60 will go in the denominator and this cos will be cos inverse 12 over 60. So what is your answer, final answer? Beta, again, don't forget to see that the calculator is in degree mode. Shift cos inverse 12 divided by 60. It's so simple. And the answer is 78.5 degrees. 78.5 degrees, right? So I hope you've liked the video. I hope you've got the concept. It's so simple, beta. Once again, just listen to me properly, and by doing a bit of practice, you can learn anything in maths.